This video is brought to you by CoolStream.
Can you hear me now? Good, and that's because I'm on Verizon now. Hey guys, Josh at Bane Tech. In this video, I want to explain why I switched back to Verizon. If you're new to the channel, let me just give you a brief background story. I've been on this journey of seeing what carrier to switch to use my OnePlus and GSM phones, some of the phones that I want to get and all that jazz. But just with the situation that I'm in, the area that I'm in, it's been a real difficult challenge to try to really find the best fit. So long story short, as of this weekend, I went back to Verizon because it's really just the best fit for my scenario. There's a lot of reasons why I went back, but to go back to a little bit more of my background story is that I got the OnePlus and obviously I can't use it on Verizon. That's what I've had. I've been a Verizon subscriber for years now, a limited data user. I've been able to add phones that I do enjoy, such as the Note 3, which is one of my favorite devices of this last year. So I tried out Cricket Wireless and I wasn't too pleased with that because if I'm going to spend the kind of money that I wanted for the particular kind of service that I wanted, I was just going to end up sticking with Verizon. So I had to look into other options and I went with T-Mobile. Now I thought the service was going to be better. I thought it was going to really just be okay, but it turned out not to be as great as I needed it to be. Both my wife and I, we ended up traveling to different parts of this region that we're in. The service just is not that great. For the number one reason why we switched back to Verizon is honestly, it's just for safety concerns. My wife and my kids, they mean the world to me. If they need to make a phone call in case of emergency, they need to make that phone call. They can't be stuck somewhere where there's no signal. So that was my main concern. I just didn't really feel comfortable with my wife not having signal in places that she was going. The other reason is I travel for work, and some of the towns that I travel to have no service with T-Mobile. I need to have a working phone for what I have to do. Another reason that kind of got on my nerves was that while inside buildings, I would lose coverage, I would lose signal. It just would not work, and that was kind of annoying. I didn't really want to depend on the business Wi-Fi's because they honestly suck. A lot of places really horrible, such as Kohl's. We tried that the first weekend we were in Kohl's one day. There was no signal, no coverage with T-Mobile, so we tried to connect to the Kohl's Wi-Fi, and it was just not even, it was just as bad as the data signal that we had with T-Mobile. So that would be different. I think, I look at the coverage map, I know what the coverage is as far as, what's covered in my area, and that's what I signed up for. I can't blame T-Mobile for that, but I can blame them for poor signal through buildings. That needs to change, and I think that's one of the things that get on my nerves the most about the coverage. Now, some of you are probably going to want to jump in and add, there's all these other options out there, there's all these different prepaid ones, Net 10, Cricket back again, just straight talk and all that kind of stuff. But what you got to understand is that I'm on my mom's plan and we're only paying about $50 a month for unlimited data with Verizon. So you have to compare unlimited data with Verizon versus limited service with someone else for the same price. Hopefully you can understand that. So I was able to actually get my unlimited data back because you get a 30-day grace period. We were before that grace period, so that was really nice, but it was such a pain in the butt to get it back. I spent probably a total of 5 hours getting it all sorted out. It was just not an easy process, but it happened, and Verizon was actually gracious enough to give us some account credits back to the account that covered quite a bit. So I was really pleased with that. So those are the primary reasons of why I went back to Verizon. It's just worth it to have the kind of coverage that they have in my area with unlimited data, and now that they're promising not to throttle us unlimited data users, that's gonna be nice. So for those of you that were curious of why I went back to Verizon, there you go. I would say that once T-Mobile does get some better coverage in this area, I'll consider them again, but for now I'm going to stick it out with Verizon, get the phones that I can with them, and rock it out. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so you can see more videos like this. Yeah.